Coming to you live from the White Picket Studios in Houston, Texas, this is the Realty Ruckus. If you are in any way, shape, or form involved in the real estate industry, this is the show for you. And now, your host, Alan Hernandez.
Welcome to the Realty Ruckus out of the White Picket Realty Studios. I am your host, Alan Hernandez. Sitting next to me, your producers, David Bonilla, Gibran Hernandez. We are here to make sure that your real estate business is growing right alongside with ours. Don't forget that we're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. and that we love to hear from you while we are live on the air. So drop all your questions, comments, concerns, anything that you want to let us know below. Thumbs up, angry faces, we want to hear from you. And of course, share this information with anyone out in the industry who is also looking to grow their real estate business, because we would love to connect. Now, before we get started with our amazing show that we have planned out today, yes. Notice I said amazing. Notice I didn't say the normal, the usual thing.
Do you even remember the usual?
No, I forgot it. That's why I didn't say it.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
It's going to be a phenomenal show.
Man, I don't know how we are able to do so much in so little time sometimes. I don't know if you guys ever feel this. You know what? I take that back. I know you guys feel this. Today is one of those days for me where I'm having to balance work, family, and not even just today, just like the last few weeks has been just crazy. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but yesterday we got done with our class, our social media marketing class, which, by the way, was amazing. We had some great folks that came out, and even though I think they do really great on social media, they came out actually saying that they really learned a thing or two.
Yeah.
So it was a real compliment with people when people like Lucy Gonzalez says, "Wow, I'm getting ready to go back and really implement some of these ideas." That's a real compliment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You hear in the audience,
yeah.
They got
so
something.
If you missed yesterday's class, if you didn't get a chance to make it, you missed on knowing the tips and tricks. Actually, we gave the entire game plan on how to be ranked #1 on Google for your own name. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever tried this. Go to Google, type in your name, and see what comes up. If you're not the #1 person that comes up, you are missing out. And it literally, yesterday we explained it in exactly 20 minutes. We gave everyone a step-by-step item list on what to do, and in 1 or 2 days, we're going to start seeing all those people pop up #1 on Google.
Oh, it's amazing, because I've actually had people reach out to me directly because I'm #1 on Google when you search my name.
Yep.
And if you just type in Gibran, I'm only losing with my first name to 1, and it's Khalil Gibran.
Yeah.
That's some big shoes to fill right there. Yeah.
That's a big guy, right?
Yeah. He's a super famous poet. So I'm okay being second to Khalil Gibran.
Yeah.
But if you put Gibran Hernandez, I have literally now beat every Gibran Hernandez, including
There's others?
There's a super famous Mexican artist. He's a guitar player and singer, a musician, songwriter, and he used to beat me. I've now passed him up.
Yeah,
I'm proud of that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, man. I compete with Aaron Hernandez.
That's like a crazy. That's like a Khalil Gibran.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna have a really hard time.
Who doesn't know that guy? So
exactly.
I compete with Aaron Hernandez, and I compete with an Alan Hernandez who is a soccer player for the Dynamo.
Yeah.
And man, that guy has a lot of coverage. So when I get a chance to pull mine up, and I'm top 3. I have the top 3 spots every time. Man, it's something that I feel like I can be proud of.
And what you got to do for anyone out there who's listening, you can't just go on your regular Google and search. You need to go into an incognito window, because that's going to show you what other people see. If you're searching on your Google, Google knows who you are, so they're going to go find you and then search it. So take a second, open an incognito window, then search your name. And that's how you'll know what other people see. Because when you do incognito, it doesn't send location information. It doesn't send them anything. This is literally who is #1.
Damn it, Dr. David Bonilla at Memorial Herman.
Oh, no.
Doctor.
He's making all the money.
All the doctors, man. But check this out.
I bet if you implement everything I told you guys yesterday, you'd be there in 2 days.
You check this out, and it's got Gibran Hernandez. This is an incognito window. I've got my HAR, because HAR, this is why I love HAR. It's a super powerful website.
Yes, it's amazing.
This is why it's so important to have your profile set up in there. Even if you don't intend to do a lot of real estate, you just intend to be you want to come up first, you're on there.
Yep.
Now, if you look at the videos, it's that guy Gibran Hernandez. He's #1 for all the videos. But right after that, again, it's my HAR page which is the ratings and reviews.
Yeah.
Then my Facebook page. My page is operations director for White Picket. And then after that is some guy on LinkedIn.
And then you got like a bunch of like thugs. And,
oh man, this guy right here. Woo!
They're criminals.
I don't know who this guy is, man.
That guy is a killer. That guy is killer. Look at that guy. He will chop you up. Hey, you know what? Here's the thing, though. We got done with that class.
He will chop you up.
We got done with that class, and immediately I rushed out to my house, my previous house, and we started packing everything. And it was like 6 or 7 p.m. We were already at the new house, unpacking, crazy, and we were up till like 1 or 2 a.m. just setting everything up. Back here at 8 a.m. for our RSB call and just been nonstop. And I was telling my wife, I was like, you know, a lot of people may look at that schedule and think, wow, that's really hectic. I don't know if I want that. But we also get the opportunity to really do things that a lot of other people can't do. And when it's your business, why not put everything you've got into it, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Which brings me to a quick point. One of the companies that we're going to talk about today, which I don't like talking much about them, but man, I mean, they just keep making the news.
You have to. I mean, this company is now bigger than most real estate companies.
They are becoming the industry, and it's pissing me off. I don't know about you guys, but like it really gets to me when I see this. But here's something that's interesting. They're losing some money. And not like a little bit of money, right? Like they didn't like lose a little bit of money.
They lost some serious dollars.
$1.6 billion dollars. All right, you guys have to stay tuned because when we get back, we're going to give you the full scoop on what's happening in the industry. We'll be right back. You're on the Realty Ruckus. Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you're interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com.
Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is the place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, today, we're talking about one of our favorite topics, and it's a company who...
Wait. First off, I got to say, that intro just gets better and better each
a little extra.
time. I mean, there's some extra tease.
During that break,
he said,
I took a little sip of coffee here.
There's a lot to just talk about just there,
my
man.
teenage boy squealed back on that one, man.
I love
it. A little crackliness.
And you're having some Vietnamese coffee.
No, this is not Vietnamese coffee.
Oh, that's not the Vietnamese coffee.
I can't do the Vietnamese coffee.
This is the Vietnamese coffee.
They put condensed milk in there, which is like...
Is that what it is?
Basically just milk and sugar mixed together. I can't do it, man. I get all itchy.
Every time I drink it, I want to jump through walls.
Yeah.
Peter Dow, thank you for sponsoring. He says he jumps through houses when he drinks this
The
stuff.
Hammer is sponsoring today's Ruckus.
What's up, Miguel Cruz? Miguel Cruz out there saying what's up.
Hey, what's up,
So, I want to, during the break, and this is something I hadn't looked up before, so I'm really, really shocked by it right now.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I wanted to know, what is Zillow actually worth in market cap right now? And look, I get this. Tech stocks are usually worth a lot more than their traditional counterparts. So, for example, Tesla has got a stock right now that's worth about $70 billion, as opposed to General Motors, who makes money, and they're only worth about $55 billion, right? So they're usually worth a little bit more, but the divide is not that great. I'm about to say something that should leave everyone out there who's in real estate a little shaking in the knees. Zillow is worth $10 billion. This is after their collapse that we're going to talk about. They're still worth $10 billion. RE/MAX overall is worth $1.5 billion. So Zillow's worth almost 10 times what RE/MAX is worth. And this is what's crazy. Zillow lost in one day in overnight trading $1.6 billion in value. They lost more in value in one day than the entire worth of RE/MAX.
That's insane.
That's
incredible.
really crazy, because that tells you how much control they have over real estate. Whether we want to hate them or like them or dislike them, they're in the driver's seat.
They really are. I had a Zillow agent call me not too long ago. It was last week, and they always call you and tell you about how they're going to sell you these zip codes, and I thought I would do the right thing and tell him how much I disliked his company, and I did. In my own personal way, and if you know me personally, you know that I wasn't as nice as I normally am, and he laughed, and I think they have a reason to laugh, not just because they just lost a ton of money.
They're laughing all the way to the bank,
but they are laughing all the way to the bank, and they are taking
they
over
are
the
and they're
industry.
not, though, because here's the crazy thing: RE/MAX is a public company, and they make money. They're profitable.
Yeah.
Century 21 is a public company. They make money. They're profitable. Keller Williams is a private company, but it's a well-known statistic that Keller Williams is worth about $3 billion. So they're worth about double RE/MAX, and they're profitable. They cleared about $100 million in profits, which they split up last year. They say that Keller Williams actually kept about $30 million as a corporation.
Well,
Zillow Group lost $30 million last year, last quarter.
They didn't recently break a profit? I thought they had.
No, they were supposed to in quarter two break a profit, and they actually lost $23 million, which is why they were lowered and people started selling the stock off, because the day that they did that, they also bought a mortgage company, which I think led a lot of investors to go, they're not making the money in selling the ads. They're not making the money in doing the house flipping thing, because that didn't work out. Now they're trying to make money in lending. Where the heck is Zillow even going? And they lost 20% of their value overnight.
They did. And people are freaking out, the people that invested in them. But the people that invested in them probably are not in real estate.
Oh, right? No, the people that invested in them, I mean, some of the largest holdings, like Fidelity has a huge stake in it. And we know that Fidelity owns a lot of tech companies, and they're trying to purchase even more tech companies. They own Commissions Inc., for example. So we know that they have a huge holding in Zillow. Zillow is not being invested in by people in real estate. Zillow is being invested in by tech people that hope that Zillow is going to somehow dismantle tech or real estate the way that Uber is dismantling the taxi industry.
And they are pushing that. All right. They just acquired a mortgage company. Now what? Now they're going to start making sure that all of their quote-unquote leads are also being targeted for their specific mortgage products. That puts quite a bit of money in their pocket.
And well, it makes you wonder, now that they own a mortgage company, they're obviously going to be pushing all those leads to their own mortgage company. Are they also going to be looking at opening up a brokerage?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned that, because in Arizona, they just registered as a broker. But in the report, it says they're not going to be using...
No plans. It says
they don't have any plans on using that, using their brokerage status, which, by the way, that just sounds real fishy to me.
Not to use their brokerage status. They have no plans to use their brokerage status to represent home buyers and sellers. But if you're in that area, you have to start to wonder, well, when are they going to start selling me leads directly and taking a commission split?
That's exactly
because
what I'm
up to this point, Zillow has only charged you for a zip code, regardless of how many deals you close. And you know why, I think? One is the management of having to track all those agents. And two is a lot of their leads suck. A lot of their leads are really,
not
really
real good
bad
leads.
leads.
Yeah.
And so they know that they're generating a lot more bad than good. But now that they're trying this
Which,
in Arizona.
by the way, let me just interject. Because I think they know that they're generating a lot more bad than good, because of that, I think maybe they originally tried the model of just selling all the leads to agents, because most of the agents that buy them, you have two agents that buy those leads, by the way.
Yeah.
It's the agent that is just getting started and doesn't know a lot more.
Doesn't
of
know
the
how to lead
sources
generate.
and
They
doesn't know how to
can't
lead
self-generate.
Right? That's the agent number one. They haven't really experienced good versus bad leads just yet. So they see it as, well, somebody's going to buy those leads, but it might as well be these newer agents.
Yeah.
Or the very, very highly skilled, experienced agent that buys them and can afford to dominate in those zip codes that they're in. Because you have to, in order for Zillow to work for you, you have to buy 80% or more of the zip codes.
Well, it's 75% is their limit. You have to buy 75%. That's the most that they'll let you buy, because they have to at least leave the other 25% to display to other agents. But you can pay basically to be at the top every single time if you own 75% of that zip code. But that's expensive to do. It's expensive to own a zip code. And if you're brand new in real estate, you can't spend $1,500 a month to own a zip code.
I think it's a lot more than that.
There's some zip codes I've seen. It depends where you're at.
Get, a low end zip code for $1,500 a month.
Yeah,
that's what
you can get a Sharpstown for $1,500 a month and own 75%. If you want to buy Galleria, you're going to be spending about $10,000 a month to own 75%. It all depends on the value of the homes. I mean, that's what they're basing their whole algorithm off of. But at the end of the day, we have to start to wonder, and we really, as real estate professionals, need to be looking at how do we combat this? How do we fight back against Zillow and what they're doing? Because they're setting things up. There's a lot of puzzle pieces falling in line here. Okay, so now they did this brokerage in Arizona. Now they bought a mortgage company. At what point do they make the decision to either salary some real estate agents and start pushing the leads directly to those agents, or to just say, we don't want to really salary agents. That's a lot of work, but give us a 20% commission split, 25, 30% commission split off of each of your leads.
I think so. Let's look at both options, because there's a lot of the national brands and national companies that have a presence have gone towards that model of I generate a bunch of leads, I contact high producing agents. The good ones actually vet their agents and really find out who can close, and then take a commission split off the top. So they'll take a 20-30 commission split, thus, by the way, replacing the broker, in my opinion. But that's a side story. Now let's talk about the fact
that not really, because the broker is still responsible for what that agent does.
That's true.
So the broker is actually the one taking a lot of heat on a lot of referrals, where they're losing a lot of money that's going out, and they're not seeing any of that.
Yeah. All right. So then there's the other model. There's the model where okay, fine. Now they start the brokerage, or they become a brokerage, and in order to really dominate off of the leads that they're already creating and really capitalize on it, yes, they take on a slew of agents, maybe open up 3 or 4 offices in each city, and put people on a W-2 income.
Yeah.
And we've seen some of the results on like, for example, what Redfin's done with that. And it just hasn't been that good. We haven't really seen amazing reviews about Redfin or good customer service. In fact, most of what you see is
really bad.
Yeah. And it's because they're underpaying an agent and expecting so much more than what's reasonable, that most people just say, you know what, forget it, this ain't worth my time. So I'd like to see where they're going to take this, but I do believe that we are going to continue to see a domination of the industry. And I'm glad, by the way, to see that finally there's some people that are stepping up and saying, hey, this ain't right. You might want to take a look at what you're doing here.
Well, they're trying to fight some fight, but we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. What effort is being put up? And it's not a very strong one, but it's from another one of our people that we don't really like to talk about.
So now we have 2 people that we don't really like fighting, and we're just standing back and eating that popcorn. We're like MJ and all the memes, right?
Yes. Continue on.
We have to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're on the Realty Ruckus.
Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555, or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com.
Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, before we went to break, we're talking about Zillow. What is Zillow really doing? What's going on with that company? Because when you look at them, they're worth 10 times what Remax is worth almost. They are the real estate player. They are one of the biggest real estate players. And I've actually been looking to see, is there another real estate company worth more than them? And I haven't been able to find one. So, I mean, we're talking about out of all the real estate brokerages across America that have been here, they're staples in the industry. You'd have to combine 4, 5, 6 of them just to get to the value of Zillow.
What about Realty?
They're broken out into several small companies, so you'd have to add them up and make that one. Yeah, but
I figure that's probably the only one that's competing.
And there may be, and I'll look that up and see if there's an actual total for all of their companies.
Hey,
but
yes. As you do that, let's talk just quickly, because I know we're short on time. Let's talk about the fact that NAR has stepped up to the plate, and all of a sudden now they're saying, hey, you're causing some consumer confusion in our industry, Zillow. What's up?
Okay, so just to update, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Realty, as an entire company, 2.75 billion market cap. So even if you add Realty and Keller Williams, and Remax, and the potential market of Keller Williams being private, you're still not equal to the worth of Zillow.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
That's how much Zillow owns this market.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And now, okay, so then NAR is stepping in and saying, hey, Zillow, by the way, you're really causing a lot of confusion in our industry, and we'd like to have a conversation about that.
Oh yeah.
And they did so publicly, which I thought was really interesting, because
they're basically trying to get an antitrust suit against them from the Department of Justice. Is what they want.
Now, would that be a good thing or a bad thing for us in this industry? And by the way, thank you, NAR, for doing something that really is important and benefits all of us in the industry. We haven't seen you very much lately, but I'm glad to see you now doing something that's good for us.
Here's the whole thing. If I was a judge and I'm looking at this case, I'm going to go, this is a typical case of the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
Because the things that they're saying in here, NAR is doing too.
Or has done
in the past. So one of the things they're saying is, well, it's not right that Zillow shows other agents' names and not the listing agent as the first name on a listing.
Yeah. And it confuses consumers because they think it's that agent's listing.
Realtor.com did the same thing, which was owned by NAR. So that's pot calling the kettle black. And then you've got all these, they're selling their listings by you provide an IDX NAR, and in that IDX fee that you give to every agent, you have on there that you let them put their name instead of the listing agent's name. So a lot of the stuff that's in here is just going to get thrown out by a judge. This is a BS case to bring up.
Is this NAR's attempt to just look like they're doing what they're supposed to be
I
doing?
wonder if they're just trying to look good with this, knowing that it's not going anywhere.
They're like, all right, the Realty Ruckus keeps calling us out for doing a shitty job, so let's just pretend to do something for the industry and go out there and talk some shit about Zillow, right? I'm thinking that's what happened.
It's got to be. It's got to be that.
All right, let's talk about some of the awesome upcoming events that we have. This is what everyone in the industry should be putting on their calendars and attending to further their business. What do we have coming up?
Okay, so obviously the big one coming up is the real estate rally, which is next week, just actually a few days away on Tuesday the 14th, and that's going to run from 6 to 9 p.m., guys, at St. Arnold's Brewing Company. And what's awesome about this event is there's basically about 400 real estate professionals networking, which is one of the biggest real estate happy hours in town. So you can find everybody from private lenders, insurance, all the way to your friendly real estate agents, yours truly here. So everybody's going to be there. And on top of that, we're offering VIP tickets for priority food and beverage access, priority entrance, and you get to rub shoulders with top dogs.
Right now, just so everyone knows, we have 5 tickets for the VIP area left.
Oh, wow.
All right. So there's not a lot. There's not a lot left. They're selling out a lot quicker than we thought.
Okay, good.
So if you're interested in rubbing elbows with, so here's who goes to the VIP area. First off, top producers in the industry.
Yeah.
Business owners. So all the business owners for the large companies, the people that are there to really elevate their business to a larger scale or a larger level. We're seeing them register for the VIP tickets. And some of them are also coming in because they're part of the event itself. So you'll get a chance to hang out with the Eddie Gants of the world. You get a chance to hang out with really great people that are doing amazing things that are worth spending some time talking to, not just exchanging a quick business card.
Yeah.
So make sure that you guys get your tickets today. That's next Tuesday, St. Arnold's.
6 to 9.
Beers included. Food is included. I mean,
while it lasts.
While it lasts.
Because the food is delicious and it gets gobbled up pretty quick. Unless you're a VIP.
Yep.
And you got your very own food section, and it probably won't run out. So that's a good thing about being a VIP as well. Make sure you actually get some food.
All right, so that's next Tuesday. What else do we have coming up?
Well, and speaking of Eddie Gant, the day after is his big event as well, the Jet Lending and Renters Warehouse Happy Hour down in the Sugarland area at the Redneck Country Club. It's always a great event. That one's from 5:30 to 8:30, third Wednesday of every month. And
by the way, I just want to make something clear to our listeners. We talked a whole lot of retail real estate today, and we get a lot of people that also invest in real estate at our events. And in fact, a lot of what we do, including our event next Tuesday, is geared towards empowering agents and people in general to invest, to buy houses and make some money flipping them or build a rental portfolio. That's part of our passion. That's part of what we do. That's why we put on those events, and you guys can take advantage of that. Now, the summit, make sure everyone knows about the summit.
So every month, we know that Team WPR has their summit, which is basically our big in-person meeting. This month, for September, we're actually going to host it at the tail end of this month because of Labor Day. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to be a part of our team, want to get a feel for our culture, come attend one of our actual meetings and trainings and get to know the whole team. But it's by personal invite only. So if you're a realtor, you wonder what it's like to be a part of Team WPR, reach out to me, David. My name's David Bonilla, David at whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's David at whitepicketrealty.com.
Where can people find out more information about all of these cool events that we keep running?
Follow our page, White Picket Realty LLC, or Houston Real Estate Events, as well as a great page to follow for all the free events here in town.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget that we are on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Come to us if you want to find out anything regarding growing your business here in the real estate industry in Houston and really anywhere else. We got viewers all over the country right now. It's really, really awesome. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for all your comments down below. Keep up your ruckus, and we'll see you next time.
This has been the Realty Ruckus. Make sure and join us every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. Find us on YouTube and Facebook for replays of previous episodes. And as always, keep elevating yourself and keep up your ruckus. Thanks for listening. Realty Ruckus has been brought to you by Smart Pig Media Productions.